So, University of Maine at Presque Isle just dropped quite the bomb for people who are earning transfer credits from outside sources like study.com and Sophia. If you don't know University of Maine at Presque Isle, they are a really trending, popular online university that has competency-based education programs where you can accelerate at your own pace. They're called these YourPace programs. Well, students have been getting really into these programs and they've been earning a bunch of their degrees through Sophia and study.com, and UMPI is making some big changes. Now, if you don't know anything about Sophia or study.com, they are basically third-party online websites where you can go and take college-level courses through these websites, and then other universities can potentially accept these in place of taking classes or courses through the universities. Study.com is very similar. Both have different offerings for different types of classes, but these types of credits have been able to fulfill basically like 3 of 4 years worth of college degrees through this particular school, the University of Maine at Presque Isle. Now, if we look at the announcement that they recently dropped, basically they're saying we recently updated how we accept transfer credits from Sophia and Study. While we continue to accept many courses from both platforms, a few course equivalencies have changed. It's actually kind of a lot to better align with UMPI's academic standards and degree requirements. And they just want to ensure you basically, if you started a specific Study or Sophia course before May 1st, they'll still review that and potentially accept it for transfer. But anything starting after, like literally, if you've seen this video, they've changed things, okay? Now, if you go to their program offerings, I can kind of explain to you what this looks like. Now, let's say you're getting an accounting degree, for example. Basically, you would look at their accounting degree, you do research, figure out which classes are required to earn this accounting degree, and then students would go and find equivalencies for those classes through Sophia and study.com. They do like 3 years of the degree, and then they go finish the final year at UMPI, and it saves a lot of time and a lot of money. Now, what's changing here is that all of these like non-liberal studies degrees, now anything that says like BLS, like this BLS minor or this liberal studies degree, a Bachelor of Liberal Studies, lots of these have BLS options. Now, a Bachelor of Liberal Studies essentially is like a take whatever the heck classes you want type degree with these few required classes. Now, lots of these sophia.org and study.com classes can still count as electives towards those liberal studies degrees. So you can go earn, like take whatever classes you want, and they'll still accept them as basically elective credits. And then you can just do like that last year of school through UMPI. But if you're looking at other programs that are not BLS, like let's say you're wanting a Bachelor of Business Administration or a BBA, there are less electives offered for this degree. You actually have to take more accounting classes and things like that. Or let's say it's this BAS, this Bachelor of Applied Science, or another BBA. If you're looking at any of these like non-liberal studies degrees, these BAS or BBA type degrees, what's happening is they're making changes so that they're going to accept a lot less upper level credits like business or applied science related type courses, depending on the major you're working on. And they're going to just keep accepting kind of some of the lower level standard credits like your math, science, English, stuff like that. But any upper level classes that are more specific to the major itself are going to start having to be taken through the school itself, through UMPI itself. So you won't be able to transfer in as many transfer credits. Now, good news, there are some solutions to get around this. So like, don't panic. Don't think, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. I can't get a college degree really fast anymore, because here's the thing. You don't need study and Sophia credits to earn degrees really fast. I help students do this all the time. I just did an interview with one of my students, Maverick. I'll leave a picture right here of our interview video. But Maverick, we just did an interview. He went and earned his entire bachelor's degree in 3 months with 0 transfer credits, like no study, no Sophia, 3 months from like his start of school to having his degree. And this happens all the time. So there are ways around this. Now, one way around it is, well, why don't I just go get a liberal studies degree? Well, I am not a big advocate for that, and no disrespect to anyone who loves liberal studies degrees. I am not a fan. It's one of my least favorite degree types. Yes, you can kind of reach final destination in some situations with a liberal studies degree, but all available data shows that liberal studies degrees are among the very lowest paying college degrees. And the numbers for like average income for liberal studies degrees or liberal arts degrees is not much higher than like if you just didn't get a college degree at all. I am not going to college to get a degree that's not going to make me a lot more money. It's just not worth my time personally. And I know there are different reasons for going to college. So some people might say, let's go get a liberal studies degree so we can use more transfer credits. But how about this solution? Now, the traditional college plan is we have this curriculum we need to teach you. We're offering you information and this degree, and we're going to teach it to you, and that's what you're paying for, right? And we're going to teach you through textbooks and homework and lesson plans and study guides and essays and quizzes and projects and tests and like all of the normal system, right? Well, there are ways to earn these same degrees through these competency-based education programs, just like UMPI, by getting rid of the textbooks and the homework and the lesson plans and the study guides and the essays and the quizzes and projects. Just don't do those. As you can see, I have these X'd out here because you can go learn on your own, like using AI and YouTube, and you almost are treating college-level courses like you would complete a Sophia or a study.com course. You're doing it yourself. You're learning yourself. You're doing everything at your own pace. Well, that is the key to all this. For those who have been following me for a long time, you know that I am not a big fan of sophia.org and study.com. And the reason I am not a fan is because these are tools that are very heavily abused. And because of that abuse, it lowers their reputation. Okay. This is how things work. What happens is you see, tools to earn college degrees faster. And you know what? Sophia.org, it's not proctored. Well, what happens is students start to choose these classes and they use their phones to look up answers to test questions along the way. And they use AI to do the work for them. And they kind of just cheat their way through these classes. Well, then all of a sudden you see schools like UMPI having 3 years worth of degrees coming through tools like Sophia.org. Well, these schools have a couple of big decisions to make. Number one, if everyone's going to school for 3 years through third parties, and then they're only coming for a semester or 2 or 3 through us, we're losing money. So what they do is they say, well, let's just not accept as many of those. And then students have to come take more through us and we make more money. Number two is students being like, holy cow, like this school is the easiest school on the planet. And you can kind of cheat your way through college by using all these random credits that are super easy and then transfer them all in. These schools have a reputation to protect. So when you have that become the norm, where like all these students are flooding through the gates, getting really, really fast degrees because they're just using all these random tools to kind of cheat their way through the degrees and they're not really learning anything, all of a sudden these schools gain this reputation of like, that's not a quality degree anymore. UMPI is not offering quality degrees anymore. And there's a reputation effect. Obviously, there are 2 factors to this. Like, yes, UMPI is making these changes for money, but also for reputation. There's more than one way to get a college degree really fast. There's not like a one-size-fits-all degree program that's perfect for everyone. Everyone has different goals and everyone wants different jobs. And some people just want a degree to have a degree. So it kind of depends. The key is, how do you get the most solid degree for the best cost and least amount of time as you possibly can so that that degree is going to open the doors for like whatever your goal is? My suggestion is find the right competency-based programs. I'm a big fan of doing as much as you can through the school. And for those that are like, but it's harder to do through the school, if you're feeling that way, it's because you don't know how to do it. I teach students how to do this all the time. I'll leave a link to my program down below. and to a video where I walk through my 3-step process of what I call degree hacking, basically college acceleration systems and processes and tactics so that you can go get these degrees without these. Because a big challenge right now is like you've got students that this month, they've earned a whole bunch of these types of credits to then go to UMPI. And then they're like, oh, they're not going to take these credits anymore. Like I just wasted my time. That sucks. Like to go earn these credits and then transfer them into a school and they're no longer accepted. Or even worse, to like hit a grad program down the road and the grad program tells you like, hey, your degree's like 3/4 sophia.org. Like we're not going to accept this and you can't get into this grad program. That sucks. And yes, you can map it out and some schools will say yes to that degree, but some schools are going to say no. You kind of just have to create your plan and figure out how to do this. That's the very best way for your situation. Use those links down below. I do offer consultations through those links below as well. Hope this video has kind of given you the information you need to make better decisions, and have a wonderful day. I will talk to you in the next video.